everybody, so I'm kind of here with like a favorites video. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep looking over here because I am either super washed out and like pale looking, or I'm like super tan and I can't figure it out. I can't figure out my lighting. So I apologize for all past videos and future videos if I'm really tan looking or if I'm like super pale. I have a little bit of color, but I am not like, I don't know. Anyways, hope you guys are okay with this. Moving on, today I have my top makeup products over $30. I thought this was a great video to share with you guys because I love watching these videos, and I really love watching like high-end product videos, luxury product videos, worth the splurge videos, because that's where I get my really good advice about actual products to buy. And when I buy like a really high-end product, I want to know what I'm getting, and I want to make sure that my money is going to a good product that is just the best product out there. So these are some products that I have purchased that are definitely more high-end and I just love through and through, and hopefully this can help you guys when you're purchasing high-end products if you need a review on them or whatever. So hopefully this helps you guys, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first product is a foundation, and it comes as no surprise. This is the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. Oh, let me tell you, it's the best. I love this foundation. I've mentioned it in like every video lately. I just can't help it. It's just so good. It does have an SPF of 15. I am in natural 4, and I love that it has a pump. Now this foundation is super watery. I don't know if you can see. It's very watery and just very drippy, but it just gives a really nice, just natural coverage on your face. It doesn't feel mask-like. It's super lightweight. It feels really nice on the skin. It feels almost a little bit moisturizing, but not too moisturizing. It just lays nicely, and I just love it. I just love it. I can't get over this foundation. It's great. It feels great on the skin. You can't even feel that it's on because it's so lightweight. It's perfect for the summertime here. It just gives that natural appearance. It doesn't really mask your skin like you want to in the winter, but this is a great one. I really love it. It's definitely worth kind of maybe going to get a sample of, or just testing out and kind of reading reviews on. It's definitely one that is worth the splurge. Okay, I have another foundation for you guys, and this one I did my homework on. I made sure I read a ton of reviews, I watched a ton of YouTube videos on, and I think I even got a sample at Sephora. This is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. And I'm sure you've seen, heard, and maybe even tried yourself. This is a great foundation. It is really nice, and it gives you a really flawless appearance without being too cakey and heavy on your skin. I am not a fan of products that feel cakey and heavy on my skin. I just don't like it. I have sensitive skin as it is, and this one doesn't feel like that at all. It's very thin. I would say it's not as thin and watery as the Bobbi Brown, but it does have a little bit of a thinner kind of consistency. It really glides on smoothly. I think this one has a little bit better coverage than the Bobbi Brown, so if you're looking for a little bit extra coverage. And also this one is just probably the best for photography and being on camera and things like that. This is literally the best foundation for that. It just really gives you that flawless appearance. I always wear this one when I'm doing like pictures for my blog. I literally always wear this foundation because it just gives me the most flawless appearance on my skin. I'm pretty sure I've even had comments to people in my real life that I come in contact with. They will comment to be like, wow, you're on your blog, you look so flawless and da-da-da, and then in person it's just not the same. I'm like, you know what? It's the makeup, I don't know. Oh well. So this is definitely a great foundation. I love it. It's definitely worth the splurge for me because like it comments like that, and yeah, it's definitely a good one. I love it. Okay, another product is probably one that I should have mentioned before the foundations because it is kind of like a primer, and I'm sure you've heard a lot about it, or you've tried it yourself. This is the Benefit Professional. It is a pore minimizing primer, and I do have to say the claims are true. It really does minimize your pores and just kind of give you a flawless base for your foundation. I really like it. I love the texture of it. I really didn't think I'd like the texture of it, but I really love the texture of it. It's really balmy. It's not too silicone-y feeling. It just glides on smoothly, really fills in those pores, and it does what it says. And I definitely think this is one of those products that is worth the splurge, and I suggest getting like a sample of it or like a little mini one and trying it out if you don't want to spend the full amount for it, but it's definitely a good one. Okay, another product that I've probably mentioned a ton on my channel before. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting. This is the palette, and it comes with 3 shades of powders. It comes with Dim Light, Incandescent Light, and Radiant Light. And I'm sure you've heard a lot about this palette from either me or other people here on YouTube, but these are just amazing powders. They just feel so silky, so smooth, and they just feel great on. And the best thing about it is they're really sheer and lightweight, so they don't feel really chalky or heavy or just gross on the skin. They feel really light. And I like it because they do have like just the littlest bit of like a sheen to it. It's not super sheen, or it's not even shimmery at all. It just has that like tiny bit of sheen, so it just gives you a tiny bit of a glow. It really blurs everything out, and I really love this. I love this product. If I were to ever run out of any one of these, I would probably just repurchase the whole palette because I love having the variety as well. A lot of times I obviously use dim light all over my face. I'll use Incandescent Light as like an under eye setting powder or a highlight, very subtle highlight. It's nothing like wabam. And then Radiant Light is just perfect kind of blush topper or bronzer topper. It's really nice kind of bronzy color for the summertime. It's definitely my less used one, but I love this palette. It is back on Sephora. It was limited edition at one time, but now it's back on Sephora, so you can go ahead and purchase it. It's definitely worth it. If not just the 3 of them, just one of the colors or whatever kind of powder suits you best. I definitely think the powders are worth it, and I love them. Okay, the next product I have for you, I definitely did my homework on. I looked at swatches, I read reviews, I watched reviews, I watched people use it on their face, I compared it to my skin tone. I went crazy on this one because I just wanted this to be my favorite product ever, and it is one of my probably most used and favorite products, and this is the Bobbi Brown Bronzer in Golden Light 1, and it's just a basic bronzer. There's nothing special to it. It is a matte bronzer, but the best part about it is it's very natural and neutral. There's not too much warmth to it, and it's not too cool toned. It's just perfect. It does kind of, it is a little bit light, so if you have a really dark skin tone, I don't know how much it would work for you, but for me it's just perfect. It really is good for contouring. It's good for all over the face. It's just good for bronzing altogether. It's just a really good bronzing powder, contour powder, whatever you want it for. It's really awesome, and I definitely think it's worth the splurge. I was nervous when I got it because I was like, oh gosh, I hope I like this. And I use it literally almost every single day. I love it. I swear, Bobbi Brown just steals my heart with makeup products. I just love her products. They are probably the best out there for me and my taste. But this is the Eye on Eye eyeshadow palette, and all of these shades are I guess permanent, but this is limited edition, and I did find this at a CCO. I think the original was almost $50, I think. But I think I got it for 35-ish. I can't remember. So it is definitely a splurge, especially for only 4 eyeshadows. But the eyeshadows are absolutely amazing, and the best part about these is they look good on every single eye tone. They literally will look good with green, brown, blue eyes. They look good on everybody, and it's just basic eyeshadows to have, and they just go with everything. This one right here is Navajo, and it's like a kind of creamy white color. This one here is Cement, which is a very, very well-known one. It's kind of like a grayish neutral brown. It's a little bit on the cool side, but this one is great for just kind of fluffing in the crease. And then this one is Heather Mauve, which is a really pretty shimmery kind of taupe color. This one is my favorite, of course, because I love taupe. And then this last one is Mahogany, which is just the prettiest, richest chocolate brown. Oh, I just love that shade. They're beautiful. I love this little palette too because it's really tiny and it's great to travel with, and it just gives the most simplest eye, but really, really, really beautiful. I love this palette. All her eyeshadows are amazing, whether you get them separate or in a little palette like this. They're just the best. Okay, a blush was a little hard to find because a lot of the blushes I purchase are a little bit lower end, but still on the high end. So I really like blushes like Tarte. Tarte has amazing blushes, but all of them are under $30, as well as MAC blushes are under $30, and they're great. But this one is just amazing, and I definitely have to say it was worth the over $30, or maybe it was right at the $30 mark. And this is one of the NARS blushes in Luster, and it is just a beautiful kind of neutral apricot bronzy color, I guess. It's a great one for now that it's summer, and it's just really pretty. I just really like it. It doesn't have too, I don't know, it doesn't have too much of like a shimmery, but it has that really, really nice glowy sheen to make your cheeks just really pop in the summertime. With the tan, this is like perfect. I love this color, and this is actually the only NARS blush I own and have tried, but it's definitely worth the splurge. I love it. It's worth every penny that I spent on it, and it's a good one. All right, lipstick. Now, this one's a really hard one as well, kind of along the blush line. I have really nice like Too Faced ones and MAC ones, obviously, and a Bobbi Brown one. But all of them are kind of just under that $30 mark. This one is just over the $30 mark. I believe it was $35. And it is just amazing. And the packaging, let's just show it. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. It is the perfect lipstick. I just want to set it out and display it because it's so beautiful. This is the YSL, I believe it's the Rouge Volupte in, what are you in? Number 1. And I believe this is kind of their like nudie pink color. And it's just so perfect. This shade of Nude is just so perfect for me. It's slightly pink. It has more pink in it than the browniness, and like a nude color browniness, but it has more pink than a brown in a nude shade, which is perfect for me because I like more of a pinky lip rather than kind of a brown lip, because that kind of mutes me out a little bit. This feels so lightweight and creamy on the lips. It doesn't feel like a heavy creamy. It just feels like a light, creamy, lightweight lip. And it's just so pigmented. It's beautiful. I just love it. These are so amazing. If you do not have one, this is definitely one where even if it's like a sale that comes around at Sephora, or just a special occasion lipstick that you want, this is definitely one to look into because they're just beautiful and amazing, and they're definitely worth the splurge. Okay, the last product I'm going to talk about is actually under $30, but I wanted to mention it because it's definitely a splurge for a lot of people, and I think most people gravitate towards drugstore ones because they go through them really fast and they're readily available and they're just as good as a lot of the high-end ones. But this is just amazing, and I've mentioned it quite a few times. This is the Dior Show Blackout Mascara. I've gone through, in my lifetime, probably 4 of these tubes, and every time I buy it, it is completely worth it. I fall in love all over again. The brush is just amazing. It's just a natural, basic bristled brush. There's nothing special about it, but it gives the most amazing volume and length. It just really just opens up my eyes and holds a curl, stays on, but yet it doesn't feel like my lashes are really hard and crunchy. That is like my pet peeve, I think. I hate mascaras that make my lashes really crunchy and hard. I hate that feeling. This doesn't at all. It makes my lashes feel just really nice and full and big. I love it. It is so amazing. And I did mention this in my last video, but this mascara is meant to last 6 months. It says it on the bottom, and I'm going with that. And I definitely think there is enough product in here that you could use it for 6 months. I mean, this thing is pretty big, and I think it is packed with products. So you can definitely go 6 months with this. So it definitely is worth the money and the extra money that you have to put towards this mascara for it. I love it. It's amazing. I cannot say enough good things about it. I could go on all day about it, but I won't. This is a great mascara. It's $25 and it's definitely worth the splurge. Okay, you guys, so that is it for my top products over $30. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any really high-end over $30 products that you just absolutely cannot live without, definitely leave them down below because I would love to start looking them up and researching them and maybe getting a sample. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you guys in my next video.